Movement might just be one of the most important skills a killer should know in Dead by Daylight. While almost never getting talked about, it is what separates the pros from the casuals. But what does movement even mean? Dead by Daylight is a game of cat and mouse. In a lot of situations, the survivor will wait for the killer to move and then react. This is where moving well can give you a consistent, massive advantage. With good movement and proper technique, you can consistently catch up to survivors faster, which is almost a necessity in today's Dead by Daylight. The bread and butter of having good movement in modern Dead by Daylight is a technique called the momentum tech. When switching directions, you lose momentum. But there's a simple way to outplay this that has been in the game since its initial launch. Changing direction the moment your hitbox starts touching an object makes you keep your momentum when turning in any direction. With this technique, you can surprise survivors with quick turnarounds. This sounds simple, but there are a million ways to implement it into your game. And if you want to play loops properly, you should utilize this almost in every looping situation you play, because it will consistently get you closer to survivors and get you hits every single game. This can be even stronger and more convincing if you add a camera turn into the mix, making it harder for survivors to react to your sudden movement. While the momentum tag is definitely the most important one, there are other cornerstones that are significant if you want to get really good movement on killer. A very important one is to control your red stain properly. When playing killer, you constantly have a red light in front of you that you cannot see. If you run around a corner and the survivor's waiting for you to turn it, they can already see your red stain way before you turn the corner. Hiding your red stain consistently before turning a corner is crucial in order to not give survivors free distance. A lot of survivors also expect to play around it, and if you hide it consistently, you can catch them off guard very easily. I know a lot of you probably already know this, but being self-conscious on which corners you hide it at and how to handle it is crucial to keep up on killer in modern Dead by Daylight. Another very important technique that I see being underutilized by the majority of killer players is mind gaming. Mind gaming is the act of pathing unpredictably when the survivor can't see you and make them second guess on where you actually went. It sounds very complicated, but it does not have to be, and it makes some tiles incredibly easy to outplay, as you'll see later on in this video. When a survivor turns a corner on a long wall tile, be aware they don't know where you are going. If you are predictable, it makes it way easier for the survivor to play the tile and loops. You are essentially letting them be comfortable. In this video, I want to show you how you can mind game and use these techniques properly in Dead by Daylight. Let me play a few games and focus on the movement aspect. I hope you enjoy. Alright. Our first match is on Nostromo. We are playing as Naughty Bear Trapper, and I'm gonna put some traps, of course. But the survivor is running away early. Okay, this is a classic red stain hide, and this is our first hit. Generated by, I'm not sure if I would actually call it a mind game, but we did hide our red stain in a way where it was hard for him. What? He actually went around that. Okay, crazy. That's okay though. We do get the down. So, and that's, by the way, how you want to play the TL walls. You always want to isolate the L, and you want to go around that way to force the 50-50 on the window of the L. We do have turn back the clock, which I would love to apply to a generator that's being pressured, like this one. All right, let's get it. Kate is running to the worst area, so we are going to chase her here. This is our second save the best for last stack. And be as efficient as possible. She did have overcome, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to hide my red stain. She doesn't forfeit though. No, she's going to the window. Let's use momentum here to get a little bit of distance, and that in itself is enough to get a hit. You might not realize how much this mattered, but if I wouldn't have done that, she would have reacted a little bit earlier, and I wouldn't have gotten the down, and she would have made the window. And if you do this 20 times over the course of the match, it will make a difference. And I think this is also one of the major reasons why a lot of people have trouble seeing or think that a lot of the really good killer players, they constantly play against babies. I mean, that's partially true. There's no question about it. The matchmaking is pretty bad in DVD. And I just ran out of mouse pad. I almost missed that. Need to put my phone to the side. Otherwise, I'm going to flick it off the table. All right, Lara. So we use movement down the corner, and she doesn't make anything. we lose our stacks. That's a little bit unfortunate, but nothing we can do. Let's go for the pain rest here. We lost all of our stacks, sadly, which is not ideal. All right, Stevie. He's enjoying the loop. Do you think I'm gonna get stuck here? I will not. I'm so sorry. I can also go around. Oh! Oh my god, dude. I have 20 MS. I don't hit anything anymore. Alright, fast hit coming through on Stevie. I do have to turn back the clock if I can apply it somehow. Somewhere. Hide red stain. And maybe we can do a mind game here. He leaves the loop. Now we turn around. And he doesn't know what hit him. And now he's gonna be down. That was a classic mind game on the long wall. This works every time. You just gotta make sure that you wait long enough for the survivor to turn the corner. But it will work, I promise you. Try it. Get the timing down. It's really not that hard because the survivor doesn't. This is like a good mind game, by the way. This is not a mind game where it's like, haha, the guy's bad. Like, surely they can delay the check spot a little bit, but this is a true 50-50 situation where the survivor kind of has to guess if you just followed him or you double backed. They can't really know for a fact. This is the obsession again. All right, make them vault. See if it's live. It's not. Oh no. This should not be. Okay. Hard to movement because I don't really have space over there. But on the other side I can. And no balanced landing. We can hear that from the sound she makes when she drops. And if it's light, then it kicks in too late. So she's not going to get anything done. Let's put her on the hook here. I'm not really using much traps, but I feel like that makes sense for the video we're doing as a demonstration. Alright, so Lara's dead on hook. We are not really using save the best for last as well as we could. To be perfectly honest. And there are 2 Stevies healing. Alright, this one is in the worst position because the other one has a pallet, which is a god pallet. So I'm gonna chase this Stevie. Looks like both Stevies know about that trap. I mean, it's just a random trap that I activated for speed boost. Let's see. Can I bait you into this one though? I can. Now, we are already at hook number 7, which is not bad. And I don't know if someone's doing the gen on the main. If they are, then that's bad for me, to be honest. Okay, this gen's not crazy high. All right, Lara. Let's see what's up here. Do you want to play the pallet? It's not a safe pallet at all. She's just gonna drop it down. Alright, I'm swinging instantly to not lose to a life, by the way. That's the one thing I have to be a little bit afraid of in that situation. Does she know? No, she does not. Alright, I'm gonna use turn back the clock here. And another mind game. Small one though, but it matters because we just cut off the sprint burst. Mind games don't have to be fancy. Keep that in mind. They absolutely do not have to be fancy. And fancy is also cool, don't get me wrong, but the simple mind games are the ones, they're the breadwinners for killers. You just gotta time it a little bit, but if you time it a little bit, it's gonna pay off so much. Alright, I saw you. No hiding. And we have 7 stacks of save the best for last. That is gonna help us so much. So the majority of this game, we couldn't really use our momentum tech because the survivors didn't loop the pallets as much as they should have. But we got some mind games off and Stevie's down and we managed to win. So we did manage to win. It's not over yet, but I do think we have the snowball right under control. There's another one where we can exploit momentum tech. I wanted to double back, but that was not worth it. I want to break this one. This is a true god pallet. The 4 lane on this map. And another trick that is very good is this. You fake. Alright, let's see if we can mind game this. Yes, we can. Look at this. We just convinced her that we're running through because we momentum teched into the pallet. But in reality, we were never going to go through, ever. And hide the red stain around the corner. She's not vaulting. Hide the red stain there. That makes her not vault. And the way she's kind of looking at me makes me think she might have that hard. She doesn't have it though. She does not have it. Put on the hook. And there it was. Only one left. I'm so sorry, Lara. You did not make it. All right. We are back. We are on Coldwind. This is a lot better for especially momentum tagging as a map, because a lot of the tiles here, they are the kind of size where it really does matter. We need to hide our red stain around that corner. Okay, that did not matter. Wait, what? Heh. Okay, I'm so lost in scratch marks. I don't know where he went. Maybe the ace has turned into Ada? Wait, how do you have so much distance? I don't understand. Alright. Let's momentum tag this. Mind game. Go around, go around, go around. Hide red stain though. That's very important. And... Yo, where do we think we're going? Momentum. Perfect. Free hit because of momentum tag on the corner. But you see, the easiest way to use the momentum tag is to do it at the corner and then fake going forward. Because in that case, you don't even have to move your mouse a lot. I'm trying to keep it a little bit more simple. More advanced things. Let's try something with a little bit of mouse movement involved for the next one. Alright, this is perfect prime mind gaming spot. I saw him run past the corner, which means he's gonna be right here. And he's looking the wrong way. He is looking the wrong way. Very, very easy mind game. Guys, this is not hard. Don't let anyone tell you this is difficult. Because it really, really is not. Why is there conversation in my offline chat going on right now? Alright, are you gonna step into the only trap that I have? You absolutely are. That is so based. And he's DCing. God damn, Trapper too strong. Trapper sees you. Okay. Another momentum tag for the list now. Alright, let's see. Is she gonna forfeit? We saw her run past the corner, so there's almost no way the Sova is not gonna forfeit, by the way. Look how she was startled there. She did not see it coming. I just got a completely free down thanks to that. And guys, I promise you, it's not difficult. It is simply not. Wait for the survivor to go back to run around the corner. You turn around, they're gonna run into you. It's like magic. But you gotta do it. You gotta believe in yourself and you gotta do it. And if you believe in yourself and you do it, you will succeed. I know killer can be really stressful. And like trying things might not feel as easy as first. Or you might not be in the mood for it. But I'm telling you, it is easy, simple, it is effective. Everything you want. And let's see if he's gonna forfeit now. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Nah, he's leaving the tile. He knows. He knows. He's scared. Hold on. It's like the enemy of mind gaming. People who just hold W. Gotta be watch out for that. But in that situation, there's not much to be gained for him holding W. So, no risk for us. And with 5 save the best for last stacks, I don't think we'll make this pallet. But we do have that heart. And I have 6 stacks now. Alright, I don't know where we are going, but this is not it. He's like freezing because he doesn't know where I'm going. I'm going to go. Alright. Let's use turn back the clock. That's a very simple trick. Okay, let's use momentum here. This is like so easy. You see this? You saw that? Like this like these are the kind of loops where the survivor stands almost no chance anymore. Because they're not used to it. Nobody does it. You got it. Alright, GG's. Let's go some demo next. Alright, we have a demo on Larry's. This is actually a great map to demonstrate something. Some things. We have a lot of relatively good loops that we can use mind games on. Like honestly, the smaller the loop, the easier it is to movement, obviously. And if the loop is really, really short, then you probably don't even need it. Alright, hello Lara. Okay, she didn't forfeit. That's a trick that is oftentimes works, where you make people hesitate before going in for the free hit. And she does have life. Okay, she has a good toolbox too. For now, we just have to hold W behind her. You don't really have anything, do you? You do make that. Okay, this is a classic movement. And because we have Demo with the shred, we can just outplay the loop. Which, honestly, if I wouldn't have done that, I would have probably not gotten the free hit. But I think you probably get the idea by now that this is definitely giving a lot of free tags. Once again, free tag using movement. It's the same thing, incredibly simple in principle. I think at least. Let me know if it is. Because I almost see nobody out in the wild in my matches do this. Almost nobody. And that's kind of sad. This is something that is like almost like gate capped to the elite, to the people with 10 chaos. Like, to be honest, there are even streamers like 12 chaos who have never seen momentum tech. Never seen momentum. To be fair, like 99.9% of people. 99.9% of people never do it. It is something that greatly elevates the weaker killers, which I think is pretty decent. And also has a lot of skill to it. Alright, let's see. Next up. Ooh. Same thing again. Different Lara. Same mind game. Works again. A good toolbox is being used by the survivors though. I have to watch out. We are in the fast track meta, which does make it pretty hard for killer. A lot of people have noticed already. Take a note. Let's see if it works again. It does. See how simple it is. I swung a tiny bit too far there. That was not optimal by me. I shouldn't have ended up on the side of the pallet. But we hit our red stain, made it hard for him to know when to drop. And there was no real risk there, because even if he gets it, I mean, that's kind of like the worst case what just happened there. Where I end up on the bad side. And we can just break the pallet. The library is also a thing that we can easily double back on. If we get the chance to do this. No, we can't. Okay. Well, the window blocks. But there's no shred angle there. For us, I think. Gens left. Gotta watch out. Great play by him. He shifted his momentum last second. Do you have a pain res? I kinda need it at this point. I'm not getting very lucky with them. Perfect. We can teleport right back into the action though. Which is exactly what we want. To this portal, which is not even activated. Hello. It is Lara again. One of two Laras, to be precise. Red light. If she didn't have light, that would be a hit. Because we're at demo, and the pallet is relatively straight. We can mind game it very easily. But now we just have to run after her. No, she's just holding W. W warrior. What are we spamming space for? Damn dude, there's so two Laras with the same toolbox. We're gem rushing today, aren't we? Another gen done. I've seen a lot of those, to be honest. Gem rushing. Very meta right now. No, I don't think so. Okay, let's see where he's going. Is he playing the pallet? Yes, he is. This is a very straight pallet, which means easy for me to outplay. He's actually going for the vault. And down he goes. That's her Lara. Undetectable. Coming in hot with the portals. And we could surprise her. Perfect. We just swooped in there, didn't we? Trying to body block here. Great, that hard. Okay, they're back into the game. There's one gen left. We need to watch out here. Should have probably respected the dead hard, to be honest. Okay. One thing also to note about momentum. If you start a lunge, you are not affected by it. Which means you instantly get momentum in whatever direction you want to lunge in. Which makes turning around with a lunge extremely good to mind game survivors, and you probably see me do this when I swing into pallets. I fake doubling back and then I lunge back into the pallet. The reason for that is the fact that I can manipulate my momentum and oftentimes catch survivors off guard because they're used to there being momentum. And there are a lot of ways to play it in Dead by Daylight. There's like, for example, Spirit has no momentum. Grab that out. Use the momentum tech on the pallet there. While phasing, or hillbilly while cooldowning from the chainsaw sprint. A bunch of little tricks you can do. Medium vault for her though. That's the end for her. I could not catch the shred there. Shred has a little bit shorter cooldown because we have Black Heart. Let's use it. He's having a good chase though. We need to keep in mind that he does have that heart. So he will probably use it. I intentionally missed that. Haha, no way. Alright, that was insane. So I just curved to the right. You can do that on demo. That's going to be way stronger next patch, so I can't wait for that. I got so many cool hits, and we got someone who has a lot of respect for us playing demo. And in my opinion, momentum tech and like these little tricks make such a difference on this killer. Without it, it's not playable anymore. Let's be completely real. So yeah, that's all it was for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.